Beautiful nature behind me, and a very beautiful Inga right here that we use for chop and drop. Thank you, Inga. Michael Anfield here, and thank you for joining me at Peaceful Village Raw Vegan Healing Community. Today I have a special announcement that I have been in conjunction with the other books, the book that we're writing, The Way We Heal. I am currently starting to publish the book that is going to revolutionize humanity. And with your help, we can do just that. Now it's written solely by me, with of course some input from my lovely soul path partner, Aurora Nanda. And it is called The New Mother Earth. So what or who is this new Mother Earth? And what is this book about? So this is going to be a general overview about this book and about this book, in what's included in here, and also in future videos I'll be putting more into detail specific parts of the book. The book is sectioned into 3 parts. So there's no chapters in the book. They're very long sections with each one kind of segmented into different sections. So the first part of the book is called, by the way, there is a subtitle to this book, but I just haven't figured out yet. But The New Mother Earth, I have to figure that out, what it could be. But ultimately, I talk about the New Mother Earth, who or what this New Mother Earth is, and what we need to do in this time in order to evolve with this New Mother Earth. Now, when I talk about the New Mother Earth, in the introduction I talk about what this is and what we need to do and all this kind of thing, a brief overview about the book basically. So the first part is called, I don't have the exact names in my head, but basically it's the part that we start learning, start understanding about really what's going on within society and within all these systems that are creating the problems, or our problems as we know it. Now, I address why we're having these actual problems. What are the root causes of these actual problems? And so these kind of things. So what is the problem that we're facing? So this is number one. What is the problem? What do we need to learn? What do we need to know? This kind of things. And the second one is actually, once we actually know what the problem is, then we need to know the solution to the problem, and then to put that into action. Because not only do we get the knowledge and we put it into our hearts, and then we make that a belief, we put that into action. And many spiritual teachers within the New Age movement, they don't talk about this action part, that we need to actually act upon it. Now, many of them, or I should say some of them, are slowly starting to talk about this, but many of them are still not the big, huge names in the New Age spiritual movements. They're not talking about these kinds of things. They're not talking about putting action, concrete physical action, into their daily life. So that's the key, that I focus on the action also. And the action then is supplemented with the third one, which is actually promoting this message of how we now see the entire scope of things around the world, how we live our lives. So the first one is putting the knowledge, right? Getting the knowledge, or deprogramming. So learning, relearning, deprogramming, putting it into our hearts, right? Understanding what the problems are that we're facing. Then the second step is to is to understand how do we solve these problems and to put them into action. And the third one is to promote our way of living. Correct? Correct. Yes. So that is the general scope of the book. Now, I'm still waiting on several things to happen, like getting reviews, getting the forward and afterward written, these kind of things. I'm also basically the whole structure of the book has been done. I'm just waiting for the forward, the afterwards, and the reviews to come back, and then a few minor details and also formatting things as well. Now this book will be published independently, self-published. I don't know exactly where yet, but we're gonna see if through KDP or through Lulu. I don't know yet, so let's see. If a publisher wants to take it on and they give me a very good deal on this, then that is ultimately what I will choose. Yeah, so I can get my book out to the masses of people. So this book is really about reawakening. It goes deeper into all my books. In fact, what I've been doing recently is updating some of my latest books that I've been writing. So I've updated recently Creating a Beautiful World to 3rd edition, and also I haven't uploaded yet, but I've updated Awakening the Good in Humanity. I haven't published that yet, republished that yet to the new edition. And also right now I'm checking and editing Our Path to Freedom. So these 2 other books I want to also republish as new editions. Now the reason I'm mentioning these other books is because this book is somewhat related to many of them, especially it could be a sequel probably to my other book, Our Path to Freedom. So Our Path to Freedom is really about questioning a lot of society, questioning things, questioning so many things so many aspects of our culture, of society, because it's not our. We were brought up into it. So in society and the culture, and just getting people to question things. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot different than what it was. There's a lot of things that I've understood or I've changed in my life. I evolved in my life, and so that book in particular, because it's a kind of a sequel to this book. Wow, insects, cicadas. That book that we're writing right now, that I'm in the process of publishing, The New Mother Earth. So the new Mother Earth is basically a sequel or kind of a revision of the other book, Our Path to Freedom. So that's something that's why I want to update the other book. So this book talks really about many aspects of things. For religious people and also for atheists, it may be a very hard hit to persuade people anything. And I'm not persuading or convincing anybody to do anything in the book. I'm not saying that anything is truth in the book. I'm not saying don't take anything in the book. So what the whole aim of the book is really to reawaken humanity to love. I did that in my books, The Interconnectedness of Life, especially The Lost Love, trying to reconnect love into our lives. But this goes so deep into everything. And people ask me, well, didn't you already say all these kind of things in your other books? And it's like, I did. But this is different, It doesn't say just like Like, okay, we need to go vegan. We need to stop supporting society and this kind of thing. There's a lot to this. It's not a short book. It's over, I think it's about 32 or 33,000 words, so it's a pretty lengthy book. It's, I don't know, depending on the formatting and all this, it could be between 140 and 170 pages, rough estimate. So probably 150, 160 pages. And it's going to be a pretty small book. It's maybe a 5 by 8 inches or 6 by 9. I haven't decided yet. But we're going to have it, I'm going to have it available in multiple versions. So an ebook in different versions of the ebook, hardcover, so the first hardcover book that I'll be publishing, paperback, so soft bound cover, so hardcover and a soft bound cover, and also there will be audiobooks. Will be translated to Spanish in the print format, ebook format, as well as the probably a Spanish audiobook as well. So let's see how that goes. So it's going to be also English and Spanish audiobook, courtesy of me. I'm going to be narrating it in English. My lovely partner most likely will do it in Spanish. So let's see about that. So that is really about it for this book. Information about this book is just that I really want to see this get out to the masses of people. So this is the book that really I'm going to be promoting heavily. This one in conjunction with Our Path to Freedom, because this one also is written slightly different than the other one, and it has different things in it also. So it tackles different subjects, different questions about society and so forth, and just gets us to question things, you know, so we don't have to follow like what everybody else does. So that's the thing. And how this book is different from every other book is that many books that really touch about our problems that we're facing in the world and how it's not really our world, it's in society actually, and how we deal with them is not correct, because they miss two vital things. They miss really what the main root causes of what the problems are that we're facing, which is really about animal agriculture in any form. And there's a fly here. And secondly, about leaving society, but not just leaving society and living in nature. Leaving society, but living in warm tropical areas where people can grow their food all year round. So that's the premise of the book. Now people might say, well, okay, that's the premise of the book. So all we need to do is go vegan, and then just get out of society, go live in nature, go and live in rural areas, and grow our own food in warm tropical climates. That's easy. But there's more to it than that. And with our other book called The Way We Heal, Reconnecting to the Power of Nature, that one is very similar to the New Mother Earth, but it focuses more on healing and this kind of things. So that is the premise of the New Mother Earth, and our role here on this beautiful, majestic place that we live in, which is called Earth or Mother Nature, or this kind of things. And yeah, so that's really about it for this video, everybody. Please share it around with everybody, and do get your copy when it's available, published. It's going to be available on Amazon and other places as well. You'll be able to get it directly from our website at peaceful-village.com, and also available through weareinterconnected.com as well. Just linked basically to Peaceful Village. So peaceful-village.com, check it out there. That is the book. It's called New Mother Earth. We need to take care of our earth. We need to take care of this beautiful home that we are living on and in and amongst. And nature is part of that. We are part of nature. So thank you for joining me. I'm Michael Landfield, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.